Welcome back, Cobras fans, to this episode of Cobras Corner, right here with Josh Resignalo, head coach of the Carolina Cobras, now 1-0. Coach, what did it feel like to get your first win?
Man, it was exciting. 18 months off, a lot of downtime, a lot of traveling around, recruiting, preparing, getting everyone in order, for the game to finally put it all together, felt really good.
I know you did a lot with a short amount of time in the offseason. Were you at all worried that you wouldn't have enough time to get your team ready for game one?
No, I've been preparing since we got done with the championship game in 2019. So just a matter of where I was going to end up, where we were going to go, and then end up having an opportunity to take over as head coach here with the Cobras. Once we get some of our core players put together, it was just everything else just fell into place. And we started day one camp like we talked about, just everyone just clicking very easily, and that's what it's going to be about for us to be successful, is us to come together pretty quick.
I know a lot of you had a chance to watch that game on YouTube Live. Mm-hmm. Coach is going back to Albany this week, and you can watch that on YouTube Live also, as you can all the other National Arena League games. Coach, what was the reaction you got when you got back on that bus and headed back towards Greensboro?
I think everyone was excited, about getting through a game, finally playing again, finally playing some football, just like everyone was excited to see some football. And just overall, just to relax. It was like a breath of fresh air. Just exhale and just relax and get prepared and for the bus ride home and the long bus ride home. But it's always easier with a win, so it doesn't hurt. It don't hurt as bad.
Was there anything that surprised you about New Jersey when you got up there? And that was a very tight game all the way through.
Yeah, I was surprised a little bit of how they performed. I was expecting them to be a little bit more explosive, across the board. They had great coaches. So, to be able to put that all together, they had a lot of big-name players. So a lot of times when you have a lot of big-name players, it's hard to get them all playing together on the same page, in a timely manner. But they got a good staff over there, so they're going to get stuff put together. And I'm sure they'll be a different team by the time they come here on the 19th for our first home game.
Were you happy with the way your team gelled?
Absolutely. There was moments throughout the game where it was, pretty tight, and we were down a couple times, and we'd come back and went back and forth in the score there a little bit. And not one time did anyone, get down on themselves or down on our teammate, or the offense picking up defense picking up offense, and just one of those moments all the way through to where, we just fought through that adversity. Adversity pop up, we hit it in the face, and we keep it moving.
So coming off New Jersey, you have a bye week. Mm-hmm. Now you're geared up for heading up to Albany, and you're going to introduce us to a couple of the players that are going to be instrumental in that mission?
Absolutely. Yeah. The Albany Empire franchise organization itself are defending champions in the Arena Football League from 2019. With them folding, and then they weren't really sure what they were doing, and then when they come back and into the National Arena League, it's still a great city. It's a great football atmosphere. It's a great arena. Great fan base, probably some of the best fans that are out in the National Arena League besides, Carolina. They got great players, Darius Prince at wide receiver, and Tommy Grady, one of the best quarterbacks in the arena game, in the history of the game itself. And so for the guys to be able to go against that, I think that's more exciting within the game itself, just to be able to shut those guys down, have the opportunity to execute and do what we're supposed to do, because our guys are trying to win the game too. So I'm more excited to see that competitive nature, on both sides and just see how it goes.
So, Coach, you got your work cut out for you this week. So you're going to introduce us to a couple of players that you hope can get you through that challenge.
Absolutely. A couple of good guys. Both had great games, their first game. And, we'll talk first to Julius Gregory, linebacker, wide receiver.
Very intense player.
Very intense player, very emotional, very passionate about the game. He's a leader within itself, just his actions. And it just culminates, in the locker room to everybody else, and everyone just feeds off that. And it's one of those guys that makes everyone better, around you. And that's when you know for sure you got a true leader on your squad, because when you can make everyone else around you better, that's a pretty special, opportunity to put everyone in to be successful.
All right, stay tuned, Cobras Nation. We'll be right back on Cobras Corner.
Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Kenny Ville from the Cobras, number 21, your defensive back here at Dominate Athletic Performance. If you're a middle schooler or a high schooler, come out, be like the pros and dominate your workout performance. Be like the pros. Shoulder workouts, good for tackling. You need the shoulders to tackle. Without your shoulders and tackling on defense, worthless. Build speed and power. Just speed and power. Door flex up. Tight core. Always tight core. You can't do nothing without your engine. Your engine is your core. You have abs in your back, and your hamstrings are very important. This keys the hamstrings. You name one Ferrari that goes fast without any wheels. This protect your wheels right here. You know, the kids will love these because, you know, you look good in your jersey. Hey, you look good, you play good, they pay good. And it helps you tackle. I call this the hamster. People call this the sprinter. I call it the hamster because it only goes how fast you go. As a DB, as a professional athlete, you gotta run fast. They say speed kills and speed pays the bills. Hey you guys, I'm out here with my best friend Andy, coach, owner, and founder of Dominate Athletics. Hey, Andy, can you give me a reason why you want everybody in the triad to stop at your location?
Because I want my athletes and any athletes out there to be stronger, faster, more prepared for their sport, reduce the chance of injuries. And that's what we're all about here. High school sports are more competitive than ever, and I just want my athletes to have that extra edge. And that's what we can give them here at Dominate Athletics.
You hear it, folks. Andy gave you the recipe. He's the guru, the master around this triad area. You want to be dominate like the Cobras? Come check my guy out.
Here with linebacker wide receiver Julius Gregory. Glad to be back after a long offseason, huh?
Yes, sir, man. 18 long months, you know, staying in communication with you, you know, throughout the months, you know, just want to know when things going to happen, when we going to kick off and really get back and really play football.
What kind of mindset were you in right before we broke out of the locker room to come out to the field, knowing all that long layover off that we had the last few months and knowing that when we walk out those doors, it's back. We're back playing football.
Well, for me, it was more so making sure my rookie teammates was, you know, together. You know, being that I'm a vet, I wanted to make sure that those who haven't seen the walls or, you know, played the arena game before was comfortable and settled in, and just let them know that it's just like playing outdoors. The field's just smaller, and we just got to come together and be a team and handle business.
So tell the fans, you know, watching the show and whatnot about how you feel Cobra Nation took us starting off the season with a 1 win against Jersey.
I think Cobra Nation is going to be Cobra Nation. They expect a lot from us. They got high expectations. All they want is a championship or bust. So when you got that type of fan club, you just got to produce every week. You take one game at a time, one practice at a time, one play at a time, and you just try to get the best outcome every week.
Well, everybody knows Julius Gregory as a wide receiver, and you know you started off the season for us at Jack linebacker,
right,
and you got some reps at wide receiver. So, kind of talk a little bit about how that mindset is as far as being able to play both sides of the ball and what kind of things you put yourself through to get ready for that.
Well, honestly, I've always been a defensive player at heart. I mean, I just had size, so they just throw me at receiver or quarterback or something like that. But defense always been my calling. And a lot of people don't know, back in 2014, I played against Coach Reyes when he was in Cape Fear. And before the game, he came out talking trash to me like, oh, you won't do nothing today. And we had a good battle. I think they ended up beating us that game, but then when they came back, we ended up beating them. Playing defense, you got to have a dog mentality. You just got to take no prisoners. And then going over for offense, you still got to have that same mentality, but you got to understand that it really matters that the other 7 people around you do their job on offense, because one snap too early is an offsides, or, you know, one person don't know what they're supposed to do in the route concept, it throw the whole route concept off. So I think Sam do a great job of, you know, keeping us together on offense, and, you know, me, myself, and Joe Powell do a great job on defense of keeping us prepared.
Right.
And as long as we got the staff we got, like I said earlier, I don't think nothing can beat us but us.
Yeah, speaking about 2014, you know, that was a pretty good couple battles.
Yeah.
I remember walking into that arena and we were all dapping it up for the game.
Right,
we had a
right.
great game.
Mm-hmm.
We come back the second time, and they didn't even speak to me. So I knew in that moment that it was going to be a difficult game for us. So you guys did come away with that victory that second game. You know, we've known each other for a while. Try to get you to play with me for a couple other seasons, and it's been a while.
Right.
You know, you're starting off on defense, but, you know, everyone's going to know that there's no way that I've been trying to get you to play for all these years, and you ain't going to end up playing wide receiver for us during a lot of this time coming up, you know, this season.
I mean, I just want to thank you, Coach. You're the only one that really gave me the true opportunity to play Jack. So anytime you need me on offense, you know it's a go.
Now, you made a pretty good play on special teams, kind of pinned them back deep a little
Right.
bit. We kicked it downfield. You made a heck of a play, heck of a good tackle. I think it was inside the 5, and set them up pretty good for good field position on our end to be able to flip the field pretty quick.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to do my job. You know, being a long snapper, you really don't get touched. So you get a free release downfield. So you want to make sure that when you go down and cover, whether you by yourself or whether you got your brothers with you, you just want to make the play. So I seen him catch the ball, and I seen him wanted to give me an in and out move, and I just kind of broke down and shot my gun. So if I missed, I was going to miss. If I made the tackle, I was going to make the tackle. That was just my mindset at that point. Do whatever it takes to bring this guy down for the team. And just so happened I made the tackle inside the 5.
Yeah. So exciting win for us, last second field goal. How does the energy flow after a win like that and then go right into a bye week? How does that mindset prepare you for, to get ready for the next game?
I mean, it's kind of a good thing. You get that first week out the way, you get your bumps and bruises out the way, you get a chance to come back and, rehab and get your things back together and get back to the game plan. But it's kind of a bad thing because you don't get to play that second week. But if you're a good student of the game, they give you a chance to get a lot of mental reps, being able to scout the other teams and, watch what they like to do and see their tendencies and stuff like that. So when you do play the following week, you already ahead of the game.
So coming out of a bye week, got a big game this week versus Albany on the road. They're in New York. What are some keys you're going to take for yourself going into the game preparing this week?
Well, first thing I want everybody to know, their fan base is going to be crazy. Their fans is really in tune in the game, so you can't let that be a part of the game plan. Secondly, just focusing on what we do. You put together a great plan, you and Anson, so we just execute. As long as we do our 1/8, I mean, I don't really see nobody, that can take us away from what we want to do. So the only opponent we have are ourselves. So as long as we come out and compete every week within practice, the game is just like an audition for a job. You got to perform or you got to do your job regardless. So just get the job done.
So coming back after 18 months, long, not playing for almost a year and a half, how did you feel your performance? Like, how did you feel within yourself?
I was comfortable with my performance. It's always rooms for improvement. I go back and watch the film and critique myself. I'm my biggest critic. So, I mean, it's plays out there that I wouldn't necessarily say I left out there because I leave everything on the field, but it's definitely plays out there that I feel like me being who I am, I should have made. Like the interception that we could have got to seal the game. I feel like if I make that play, then we don't even have to have to go down and score or either kick that field goal. So plays like that, you just want to be more strategic and actually be able to make those plays to seal the game at that moment.
Let the fans know. Do you have any social media handles or anything like that? Facebook, Twitter?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me at King Sincere 757 or Instagram. You can find me at King Sincere 757. I really don't do Twitter that much unless I'm doing some recruiting for my business, which is Gregory Too Real. I'm also a coach and a personal trainer. So other than that, Coach, you know me, man. I'm just cool, laid-back guy, ready to get to business and see you tonight at practice.
Absolutely. We'll have a great week, and we'll work hard, and we'll be prepared, that's for sure.
Definitely.
So when we come back, we'll have quarterback Sam Castronova with us, and we'll chat with him a little bit.
Hey, Cobra fans, right here with wide receiver Theron Lewis. Theron, what you looking forward to doing up in Albany?
Going up to execute, continue what our plan is to go 1-0 each week, come out with the W.
So Cobra fans, you watch T-Lou right out here on YouTube Live. Any words for your fans?
Fans, Cobra Nation, let's go.
Deshaun, you came from New Jersey with the win, as you promised. What did you think about that?
Hey, I'm a man of my word, ain't I? Hey, I mean, it felt good. Come back with a win. First one of the season. We started out slow, but the winners will count. Yeah.
Now you're going up to Albany. What does Albany have to look forward to?
A lot of football. We're gonna play some football. We're gonna come ready to play, for sure.
Where are you taking the ball this week?
Hey, last week I didn't get in the end zone, but this week for sure, have to get in the end zone.
Can we see a pose again this week?
We went to Red Breed. There it is. You're gonna get one.
We're right here with Brandon Sutton, nose guard, fullback. Brandon, you looking forward to going up to Albany?
Oh yeah, man. It's good to be back on the field, man. It's good to be back with the boys, man. It's good to be back in Cobra Nation.
So what can the defense of Albany expect?
Well, I'll tell you one thing for sure, one thing for certain. They're going to get our best game. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come in confident. We're going to come in with our heads high, and we're going to come in for a good battle. We know they're a great team, but we're a great team as well, and we're going to give the fans and everybody watching a great show.
When you're nose guard, what can the offense expect from you?
Destruction.
All right, we're back here at Cobras Corner, and we have quarterback Sam Castronova. Glad to have you on, man. Talk a little bit and let the fans know a little bit more about you.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
So you're signed to the Carolina Cobras coming into the 2020 season, and COVID hits, and then all of a sudden the season's getting canceled. What's going through your mind, when all that comes out?
Long journey to get back on the field. Signed in 2020, obviously, and then kind of not heartbreaking news, but I was working hard the first professional season and gets wiped away. So you kind of like, God, why is that? But COVID shut down the whole world, so a lot going on. But just had to be patient, keep working hard, and I think I came back even in better shape than I would have in 2020, and excited to play football again. It's been 2.5 years since I played football,
So saying you feel a little bit better than you did now than the 2020 season, what kind of regimen did you put yourself through to tell yourself that 2020's gone, new season coming back, how can I make myself better than what I was going to be?
Just working on my body real hard, like working out 3-4 days a week, trying to get faster, trying to get stronger. I went from like 200, 205 to like 215 just to try and bulk up a little bit, and then throwing obviously a few days a week. I throw with guy named Jordan Williams, who's actually on Jacksonville, so he was helping teach me arena game a little bit. So just stuff like that, just to try and get better and better, and studying some arena film too, just to get ready.
Nice. So season comes around, time to report for camp. You make the long trip down from New York. What kind of mindset are you in at that point as far as getting ready for camp, going to your first professional training camp?
My mindset was just leave it all out there and try and win the job, and because I love the game of football, and this is my one chance to play professional. So leave it all out there, try and win the job, and try and lead this team to the championship.
So for everyone that was watching the first game, really the performance people watching it wouldn't really say that you looked like a rookie out there playing. So how were you able to keep your composure, not let the moment take you over, and actually perform well?
I've always been a competitor. I feel like I've been competitive at everything in my life, whether it's basketball, football, playing cards with my family. I don't like losing, so if there's anything I can do to help the team win, that's what I'm going to do. And I just felt like we had a tough battle that game, but we came through, and teammates and you called a great game plan, and we were able to pull it out.
So we had a couple opportunities in the game where you ran the ball some, and and the arena game isn't really built for a quarterback to run. They've had some good quarterbacks through the years in the arena game that have had success running the football, and it opens up a lot of stuff. So you had a couple good runs in the game. So how does that kind of feed for you across with everything else, adding that aspect of the game?
Obviously I'm a quarterback, so I'm not looking to run. But if things break down and I see an opening and I can get a first down, like I said, I'm a competitor. I want the team to win, so if I can go make a play with my legs, and that's what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah, 6 touchdowns, 5 passing, 1 rushing. Pretty good performance for your first game professionally, especially in the arena game for a rookie quarterback. And as the fans know, they're excited. Cobra Nation's excited for what we have put together in a roster. Our quarterback, sure. I said multiple times, leading up to the season, our quarterback group, is going to be pretty strong, along with our receivers. Adding Kendrick Ings was big for us, and just as a collective group from our wide receiver group, you got some good guys to throw the ball to.
Yeah, we got some studs out there. They make my job easy sometimes, and for that being my first game, I felt like I played good, but I have a lot I can improve on. So I think the sky's the limit for us.
Absolutely, and I think the Cobras overall, this is probably one of the better O-lines that the Cobras have had as a group. Have some good players through the years, but as a group, I feel that this is putting us in a good situation, and it gives you guys an opportunity to throw the football and make everything happen.
Yes, sir. The big boys did a great job. We got DJ at fullback, who could be one of the best linemen in the league, and he's kind of helping out with our rookies and stuff. So we're going to be good.
So being a quarterback puts you in a position as being a natural leader, and you're kind of falling into that role, with the team. How hard is that to maintain that stability amongst your teammates, being a new guy, a rookie, amongst some other rookies that really don't know you, and then some veterans of the game that's been around for a while that don't really know much about Sam?
Yeah, it can be difficult at first, especially as a rookie. I don't want to overstep or anything, but as a quarterback, you got to be a leader, and I haven't always been a super vocal leader. I'm more a leader by example. But when the time comes to say, put a guy in his place or say just keep him accountable, then that's what I got to do. But
it's feeling it out, and as a rookie, it's been interesting, but I feel like I'm stepping into that role slowly but surely.
So competition this week, will be heated. Pretty good opportunity again for you to show that why you need to be the guy. You get to go back home, have an opportunity to go back home and play in front of friends and family, which is a great motivator for the week. So what are you kind of mentally preparing for getting ready for this week, upcoming game versus Albany?
Just trying to study a lot of film. I mean, I know we got a tough test this week. They're 2-0. We're 1-0. So, I mean, we beat them. I think we're in first place. But just trying to study film and get better every day in practice and get ready to go.
Absolutely. What are some expectations, for the season as a whole for you as an individual, and what are you trying to accomplish?
I'm just trying to get better every single day. And obviously, as a team, we want to win a championship. So I think the better I'll be, obviously, the better chance we have of winning a championship. So.
And we always let fans know how they can get a hold of you or follow you and whatnot. You have any of your social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
My Twitter is Castro_4_3 because I played a lot of basketball growing up, 1,000 points in high school. And my Instagram is just SamCastro_9. So, and then my full name as my Facebook. So.
It's good to be able to step right in that leader role and have the guys follow your teammates, look up to you and whatnot, and lead the team in that aspect. We got another big week, so good luck to you this week. Work hard, and hopefully we see you dressing, Saturday night, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. We're ready to go.
Coming up is a new segment for us with Cobras Corner Show is Beamer Tire and Auto Repair tune-ups for the week.
Congratulations to two Cobras who earned awards in Week 1. Joe Powell, National Arena League Defensive Player of the Week, and T.C. Stevens, National Arena League Special Teams Player of the Week.
Want to close the show today with our new segment, Beamer Tire and Auto Repair, tune-ups for the week. Some of the things that we need to work on from the previous week, getting ready for the next upcoming game. And from an offensive standpoint, all around, we got to tighten up some things, get some timing issues worked on, some of our stuff up front with the bigs. And we get some of those all across the board, we're going to be pretty tough to stop offensively. So we're pretty excited about that as a staff. From a defensive standpoint, once we can fix the communication amongst our secondary, that's going to be big for us going forward. The Cobras have always had a great stand-up defense from top to bottom, from the secondary to the up front with the bigs. And we got that same opportunity, with the 2021 team. Just got to fix a couple things. Tighten up defense, get some of our calls narrowed down, and just the communication really is for us is the biggest key on the defensive side of the ball. As you can see with the football team, there's a lot of things that need to be worked on and fixed. And just like for you and for me, we don't want to have any car issues, so don't let that slow you down if you do, because go see our partners over at Beamer Tire and Auto Repair over off of Wendover Avenue.